Hello, I'm David Manus, and this is a little bit of history about our firm, Manus and Narahari. Manus and Narahari is now a well-known employment and business law firm in the Pittsburgh area, but we've come a long way in the last decade. Let me tell you the story. A little over a decade ago, when I was still in law school, I had the great fortune to end up working at a small law firm. Now, at that time, a lot of my friends had jobs working at big law firms, and they thought that was the right way to go. One thing that I learned from them, though, was that whenever you work at a big law firm as an intern, you don't really get very much legal experience. A lot of my friends spent the entire summer doing almost nothing but getting coffee and making copies. If they did do any work on any legal matters, it was usually something very, very narrow, like spending an entire summer writing one brief, or one motion, or one memo. That didn't sound like fun to me. On the other hand, since I worked in a small law firm, I got to go to court side by side with the attorney who owned the practice. I got to meet with clients side by side with that attorney. And I got to draft all sorts of legal documents. In short, I actually learned how to be an attorney while I was in law school, and it turns out that's not something that everybody gets the chance to do. I really, really enjoyed my time at that small law firm during law school, so much so that whenever I graduated, I continued to work there as an attorney for a little while. I represented my very first employment and business clients while I was working in that small firm right after I graduated law school. But it wasn't very long before I started thinking about how I could start my own law firm. In 2013, my first partner and I formed this law firm. Since that time, we've represented hundreds of clients, and we've won millions of dollars in judgments and settlements. Over the last decade, I've had a couple of partners come and go for personal reasons of their own. But today, my partner, Prabhu Narahari, is the best attorney I have ever had the pleasure of working with. Prabhu has a brilliant legal mind. He's clever, he's aggressive, and he's a great business thinker. He does a great job representing his clients, and he's also genuinely a good person. I'm proud to call him my friend as well as my business partner. Manus and Narahari has two main practice areas, employment and business law. In employment law, we represent mostly employees who get into trouble at work. We represent people who are facing discrimination, harassment, wrongful termination, and unemployment issues. We represent people who are going through tough times. We hear their stories, we investigate, we build their cases, and we fight for them in court. In our business practice, we represent established businesses and entrepreneurs and business owners. Sometimes we represent them whenever things are going well, whenever they're forming a new company, engaging in an acquisition, negotiating a contract, or expanding in some way. And sometimes we represent businesses whenever there's a problem. We represent them whenever they're being threatened with a lawsuit or whenever they need to enforce their rights against somebody else. We even represent individual business owners whenever there's a partnership dispute between the partners. The fact that we represent employees and companies, the fact that we represent people in litigation and in transactions, gives our firm balance. Each side helps inform the other so that we're the best attorneys we can be. I'm very proud of what our firm has accomplished in the last decade. We've come a long way. We've helped a lot of people, but there's still a lot more work to do. The team we have right now is the best that this firm has ever seen. And if you'd like to learn more about us, you can visit our website at manusnarahari.com.